I'm Kerry Peters, a recognized thought leader in the Microsoft Dynamics community and a Microsoft MVP for business applications. Welcome to the Get Your New View podcast. Keep listening to learn how to increase utilization of your business systems, allowing your Business Central and NAV solution to be a catalyst for business growth and profitability. When we're done, I'll let you know how you can get in touch to put your goals and ideas into action and start moving your business forward. Today, we're going to be focusing on business process improvement, and particularly why process improvement is important. Oftentimes, we're focused on many other things with our regular jobs, and focusing on efficiency just doesn't seem important. But I will tell you that when we focus on efficiency in our process improvements, we are going to save money by saving time. This is a simple reason, but this is just scratching the surface of the real reason why we need to focus on efficiency. Other than saving money by saving time, what we're really doing is we're addressing frustration. How many times have you or somebody else on your team said, there's just got to be a better way? This frustration often turns into overwork and imbalance in what we're doing in our work and our lives. So when I talk with people about efficiency, what I'll often tell them is the reason that we're focusing on efficiency surely is to save time and therefore to save money, but really it's to be able to allow you to get a life. Especially in business, we often have people who work late hours, off hours, weekends, and during processes like month-end close for our finance people, it's really expected in our industry that people put in extra time. What if, just what if, we could get more efficient with those processes and we wouldn't have to work those long and extra hours? What would happen if we could address that frustration and find a better way so that we could go home at a reasonable time and enjoy our lives? This is the reason that I focus on process improvement, and this is why I feel that it's important and would love to share with you quite a few different things through this podcast series on how to transform your company by improving business processes. I want to start by telling you a story about a company where I had just started working for them as a corporate controller. One of the first things that I needed to do as the new manager of that team was to learn everybody's jobs and to understand exactly what it was that they were doing. And in the process of learning those jobs, not only did I sit down and ask people what they were doing, but I did a lot of observation. One day, I was walking around the department, and there was somebody on my team who I hadn't really gotten to yet. She was a clerk. She was kind of quiet, and she didn't speak up a whole lot, didn't have anything to complain about. But as I walked past her desk, I realized that she had a very large stack of papers on the left-hand side of her desk in the morning. And as I was making my rounds later in the day, I noticed that that pile of paper was moving from the left-hand side of the desk progressively to the right-hand side of her desk. And I stopped by and I asked her what she was doing. She explained the process of what she was doing and that this is what she did every single day. The thing that she was doing is she was receiving hundreds of invoices from a single vendor, which were then printed out, that she would hand enter into the system, and once they were completed, she would file them. We talked about the process a little bit, and she said the magic words, "There's just got to be a better way." We talked about what happened when those papers were filed and who might look at those later, and she said, "I don't think anyone does." So this began our quest to question everything. This particular team member and I decided on a course of action, and with a single phone call to that single vendor, eliminated all of her daily tasks. We were able to have them send us a file that had all of the data available that could be loaded into our system and that did not require any human intervention at all. Because of this, she got to do job tasks that were more interesting. Way more interesting than moving a pile of paper from the left-hand side of her desk to the right-hand side of our desk. And she always began to be the person in the department who said, make sure to question everything. She even moved on to be our paperless avenger and tackled a bunch of different projects in that department, including converting our accounts payable department to paperless, changing the contracts and legal department to have all of their stuff scanned, and eventually eliminating hundreds of filing cabinets that we had in our office in preparation for an upcoming move where we were moving to a smaller and more economic space. So what was the benefit that happened with this particular person? The biggest benefit was that she was happy, right? She got to do much more interesting work, and she could be more challenged because she was working on more value-added activities. This was somebody with a college degree who basically was processing paper and doing data entry for her job. The other benefit that we got from this is this particular person really had good buy-in for change. She had a positive experience with process improvement. She benefited from it. Other people could see the benefit, and user adoption of these changes went way up. So yes, we saved money. We got to be able to do something in a much more efficient way and move on a qualified person to do better things with her time. But the most important thing for her was that during month end, she didn't have to stay for extra hours and work over the weekend so that she could meet the month end deadlines. She got to go home and have a life. This is what I'm talking about. This is the thing that gets me really excited about business process improvement and that I want to bring to you. So where can you start? Certainly start by observing. Take a look at what your team is doing. Go through area by area. Go through desk by desk. Talk with each person, and certainly watch. Watch to see what's happening and question everything. What is on your list of there has got to be a better way processes? How many are there? Through this observation, these discussions with your team, spend some time to put together this list as a starting point. And you're going to be able to have a targeted list of where you can get started with how you can implement process improvement at your company and really address the frustration that we all have of inefficiency. There is a better way, and you absolutely can go home and have a life. In our next episode, we're going to talk about what successful business process improvement looks like. I'm Kerry Peters. Thank you for tuning in to the Get Your New View podcast. For more episodes like this on YouTube, click the subscribe button and ring the bell to ensure that you get notified whenever there's new content coming out. If you're listening to the audio podcast, please share an honest review on Apple Podcasts. If you are ready to rethink today for tomorrow, look for the link below and contact us to speak with our expert team. You won't find the level of no-nonsense, real-world experience we offer anywhere else, and we're here to put that experience to work for you. Do you think you could use more features of your software if you just knew how? Are you frustrated with inefficiency that never seems to get better? Did your team ever really get good training to understand how to use your business software? Do you suspect that there just has to be a better way, but you don't know what that is? We believe every company can benefit from increased efficiency and higher utilization of their software, and that it's possible to have fun while learning exactly how to do that. The experts at NAVUG Strategies will tap into the true power of Dynamics Business Central and NAV for your company by helping you to rethink today for tomorrow. Please contact us at getyournewview.com to get started.